most entertaining NFL team tier list. It starts at must-watch TV. It would be a great time to watch them. It's enjoyable to watch these guys. It's fun, period. That's a comma. That's a comma. Period. It's still football, and then not watchable. So let's get right into it. Saints. Oh, Dennis Allen's offense belongs down here, but you got Derek Carr, Michael Thomas, Chris Olave, Alvin Kamara. So I think I'm gonna play some right and fun. Their defense is pretty good, which I really like to watch elite defenses, not like mediocre defenses, but still good defenses. So that's a fun team to watch. Dolphins. Offense is always the side of the ball I'm going to start with. Their defense doesn't really give you too much. It gives you Jalen Ramsey and Bradley Chubb. Okay, we can move on. But you got Tua, you got Jalen Waddle, Tyreek. It's going to be a great time when you watch them. It's not just enjoyable. I think they have a very explosive offense, but this is if Tua's healthy. If Tua's not healthy, it's probably just a fun time. But the Ravens, I've been hearing people say that they're one of the most boring teams in football. I couldn't disagree more. Do you know how fun it is to watch Lamar Jackson? I know it's just like watching a running back. No. You don't know if he's going to run at 30 yards or pass at 30 yards. That's what makes it a great time. Because also now they have weapons like Odell, Rashad Bateman, Zay Flowers, Devin Duvernay. Is he still on that team? I don't know, but I had him on my fantasy team last year, and I supported him all the way. Bengals, this is must-watch television, especially when they're playing more teams that are in the must-watch. If a must-watch TV team is playing a must-watch TV team, that means every single person in America should be watching that game. But, like, two great time teams, like, okay, you don't need to watch the Dolphins-Ravens game, but, like, week 2 last year, it was a great time, and that was must-watch TV. The Broncos, last year, were not watchable. I don't know if I can put them into fun. It's still football. It's kind of how I feel because they were so bad last year that no one wanted. Actually, not. It's a fun time because it's fun watching Russell Wilson suck. Giants, they're a fun team to watch. Daniel Jones is kind of goofy, kind of quirky, but it's really nothing crazy. This is a fun team to watch for sure. I enjoy watching the Vikings games. Justin Jefferson is just so entertaining. He can do anything on the field. That is what makes it so awesome when you watch the Vikings, because Justin Jefferson can literally do anything on the field. The Rams, it's still football at this point, but if we're talking about the 2021 Rams, I couldn't help but put them in must-watch because they literally had the whole Avengers team on their roster, but it's still football. I mean, I definitely, if they were playing the Saints, would I tune in on Thursday night? Probably, yeah, I'd probably tune in. I'm that dialed in that I would dial into that game, boys. Buccaneers, not with Tom. They were fun, but enjoyable. They were really fun at the end of last year because I knew it was Tom's last ride. But this year, who's gonna want to watch them since they don't have Tom Brady? The Lions, okay. I'm not quite sure if I'm ready to put them in must-watch TV because their offense is really good. But Jared Goff isn't that electric. Actually, no. Dan Campbell's probably going to put them into must-watch TV because you'll see this dude on the sidelines over here doing something like this. Like he'll literally try and eat a kneecap on the sideline. So that is what makes it must-watch TV for me personally. But you can disagree, you can agree. I don't really care. I think they're must-watch TV because of Dan Campbell. The Bears, Justin Fields is really fun. DJ Moore's fun. But when you watch a Bears game, you're just not that entertained. I'm going to put them in. It's still football. It's not the most entertaining team in the world, but it has high upside. If it's a high-scoring Bears game, then it's probably enjoyable. But most of them are not high-scoring. 49ers. Enjoyable. They're not really that fun to watch. But CMC, I mean, I probably would have put them down in fun, but now with CMC, they're probably a little bit more enjoyable for me to watch. The Eagles. This is a must-watch television. This is when they play, the whole country looks at them because they're that good. They are literally unbeatable. These guys are the best super team. Oh, sorry, I haven't even had the right screen up. These guys are the definition of a super team. You thought these were a super team? No. These guys are the Golden State Warriors of football. These guys were like the Houston Rockets. These are the Golden State Warriors. You can't beat them. You literally could not beat them. But you know who was able to beat them? LeBron James, who we'll get to later. You can't see him, but I'll drag him in. LeBron James. All right, Raiders. Raiders. They got Devontae. I'm always going to have fun watching Devontae. Jimmy G's not that fun, but you got Devontae Adams. You got Josh Jacobs. You got some Max Crosby's on defense. It's going to be a decent time when you watch the Raiders. The Packers. Putting bias aside, it might be unwatchable. Without Rodgers, they were probably a fun time. Oh my, they might not be a fun team to watch. I think Aaron Jones, Christian Watson, and A.J. Dillon, guys like that, put them into It's Still Football tier, where they're not unwatchable, but it's not going to be a fun team to watch this year for sure. Unwatchable. These two teams in Week 1 are going to have the dogfight of the century. I mean, I'm not wanting to watch that game. I don't think anyone's wanting to watch the Week 1 Cardinals-Commanders game, unless you're a Sam Howell praiser. If you're from North Carolina, okay, I respect it. But if you are not from North Carolina, get out of my face, dog. Steelers. So these guys were last year probably just fun, but this year I think they're going to go up to enjoyable, since I think Kenny Pickett's going to be like how T-Law was last year. He's really going to get it moving this year, in my opinion. Bills, this is obviously must-watch TV. Are you kidding me? It's must-watch television right there. God! Falcons. With Bijan, it's still football. But honestly, by the end of the year, they could be a very enjoyable team because Bijan's going to be a dude. But we'll see. It's going to be how Saquon Barkley took over the Giants. Maybe. Seahawks, this is a great time right here. You can't put them in elite because there's not... Like, Geno, he's really fun, but he's not really that good, you know. Pete Carroll, that's fun. But Kenneth Walker's good. I mean, it's just all around makes a great time. This is probably It's Still Football because... Well, Bill Belichick does have the most boring game plans you've ever seen. The team is still very good, and it's going to show you good defense, and you got to watch because this could be Belichick's last year. Last year, they were near unwatchable, but I'm excited. They have Nick Chubb. I'm going to say it's a fun time. Like, I'm going to have fun if I'm watching a Browns game. I'm going to make so many Deshaun Watson jokes that I might turn into him. Texans... Unwatchable last year. C.J. Stroud. I don't know. They're still unwatchable. They added Robert Woods. Robert Woods is not making a Christian Kirk leap. Get off my... He's not becoming Christian Kirk. He ain't making that kind of leap. Trust me. Cowboys. Cowboys. Are we able to put them in must-watch TV? I'm not quite sure. They're a very fun team to watch, but I don't know if I'd be able to say they're must-watch. I'm thinking about it because I'm going to put them in must-watch TV since they are America's team. Let's put the bias aside. Let's put the hatred aside. They are America's team. They have gotten every single primetime game since, 2011. They had the most primetime games since 2011. Actually, no. They probably have the most primetime games since the 90s. Because Texas football is something you only can experience if you're from Texas. And I'm not from Texas, so I don't really know about it. But all I know that you guys have, McDonald's workers who go to your school and then during lunch go work at the McDonald's. It's wild. Yeah, I saw one with the Starbucks. I was done after that. I was like, I might have to move down to Texas. I mean, they got to pay bank if you're in a school. Are you a school employee or are you a Starbucks employee? Because I don't want to get paid like a teacher, but I want to get paid like a barista, you know? Chargers are a great time. Justin Herbert's fun. They have so many weapons. Austin Eckler. It's a very fun team to watch, but I don't think they're going to make the playoffs this year. Actually, we're actually going to be getting into NFL Playoff Predictor later. We're going to go through every single game. I'm not going to be predicting the score and stuff, but I'm going to be predicting every single game today. And we'll see if I'm up, down. We're going to look at the line, see if I said you should take the over or the under, and then we're going to get into Week 1 lines and stuff. But yeah, let's get back to the list. Come on. Jets. Last year, I thought they were very fun, maybe an enjoyable team to even watch. But guess what? This year with Aaron Rodgers, it's going to be a great time. And honestly, it probably will be a must-watch TV team. But we don't know yet, so I have to put them in here, so whatever. And with the Cowboys adding Brandon Cooks, I just know that they're going to be must-watch TV. They've always had good weapons. They've been fun. They've been between this tier for about since Cam Newton left his prime. They've been between these two teams. But since about 2018, they've been between here. I don't know. I don't even know where to put them if I'm being honest. I'm going to rock with It's Still Football since they lost DJ Moore, and DJ Moore was the most fun part of that team besides CMC when they had him. But, yeah, I'm still going to watch Panthers game for Bryce Young. Titans, this is an unwatchable team. I'm sorry. I don't want to watch Derrick Henry rush the ball 15 times in a row. Let's move on. Another team that will be unwatchable this year because Anthony Richardson is going to be that bad. Michael Pittman. I love Michael Pittman. We all know what he does on his YouTube channel. But whatever. That's besides the point. Let's get to the Jags. We're almost done with this thing. The Jacksonville Jaguars last year, they started on. I thought they were going to be unwatchable, personally. Then they started moving up the list. They're probably about here week 5. And then after that win streak, they probably got to great time during the playoffs. But this year, when T-Law is on his MVP campaign, give me must-watch television. These guys, you're not going to be able to go a week without watching any of these 6 teams. Because these guys are the face of the league. They're who the NFL puts on most of their primetime games. And let's be honest, it's who we care about most. Oh, shoot, we forgot about one team. Do we even need to discuss this? Do we need to discuss this? There's more must-watch teams than there is of any other category because these guys are just... It's easier to be a fun team to watch in the NFL than a not fun team, let's be honest. It's hard. I mean, there's guys on that team that just stick out. Actually, not the Cowboys. The Cowboys are the only team that don't have a dude who's must-watch television. It just adds up to be. Because you got Joe, you got Dan Campbell, you got Jalen Hurts, you got Josh Allen, you got Trevor Lawrence, and you got Patrick Mahomes. How did I forget his name? That's besides the point. But this is our list. We got our must-watch teams. We got our great time teams. We got our enjoyable. We got fun. We got it's still football and not enjoyable. Or not even watchable. That is bad. If I say not watchable and I'm a huge football fan, that is bad. You do not want to be in that tier. I'm sorry if your team is in that tier. I couldn't even put my own team in this tier list. So, yeah. Hope you enjoyed this video.